All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sahni, and today I caught up with the man who can't escape headlines right now. It's a huge fight coming up February 26th, the one and only Tommy Fury. Tommy, you are the man. You are vowing to end the career of Jake Paul. How are you?
I'm very good. I've been blessed in the position that I am to be in, as to do exactly what you've just said, to end this absolute fool's career. I mean, it's not a very tough challenge, but I've trained like it is anyway. That's all you need to know.
Look, before we go into that, congratulations. Last time I saw you, I think you'd had the baby, not you, but Molly had the baby, but it wasn't sort of public knowledge. But congratulations, mate.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
How's it all going?
Everything's going amazing. I mean, without going into things to do with private life too much, there's certain sacrifices that as a fighter I have to make. I have a big fight coming up, and I've took that into consideration. So I've got an amazing partner in Molly, now amazing mother to my little girl, and she really is doing everything going above and beyond to make sure that I have the easiest and best training camp yet, and that's exactly what it's been. People might think that it's been a stressful time for me with the baby being born and everything like that, but honestly, these last few weeks have been the best weeks of my entire life in training in the gym and also at home. Everything's just gone to the letter. It couldn't have been any better. So I'm in a good place.
Has it given you another reason why? I mean, that's the classic thing, right? Fighters, they have children or their family, their partner has children, and then the fighter says, now I'm fighting for them. It's another reason why. I'm not doing it for me anymore. Are you in the same boat?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Once you have kids, that's what happens. That's just the natural, you know, line that life takes. You start to do. You put before babies and kids. It's all, oh, I'm going to do this job for this, and I'm going to do it for that reason, X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. But now everything that I do in my life is to make sure that she has the best life that I could possibly give her. Obviously, not spoiling her and not buying her all these unnecessary things, but making sure that she never has to struggle. I think that's the main thing. And that's it. That's it, to be honest. But yeah, she's what I'm fighting for now. So I'm a 10 times more dangerous fighter.
Have you actually made her any promises? I hear so many fighters say, "Look, I've promised my little girl I'm going to take this belt back." Now, this isn't for a belt, as far as I'm aware, but you've got the scalp of Jake Paul. Have you promised Bambi that I'm going to beat Jake Paul? Has anything like that happened, or is that just silly talk?
I mean, if I was fighting for a world title, I might be making some promises, but I don't think I need to do anything drastic like that for Jake Paul. I mean, I'm fighting an absolute fucking nugget, if you ask me. So, excuse the language, beat, but I don't need to be start kneeling down on one knee and making promises to me baby that I'm going to beat Jake Paul. That's a foregone conclusion in my head. Like I say, it's a huge event. It's a massive event. Everybody's talking. We're so close to it now, but in hindsight, people who know boxing and know what they're talking about, they know how this one's going to play out.
You had the little face to face the other week on the Yard Beterbiev show. You took your top off. Now, I was thinking, what's he doing here? Is this to sort of show that it's like, the fury, blood running through your veins, that for generations behind you, that's what your family's been doing? Or, I don't know, why did you do it? You tell me.
I basically got in there and I took my shirt off because I was ready to have it then. If he would have wanted to have a fight there and then, it's not a problem to me. That he knew what he was messing with when I did that. When I was in that ring, I was ready to have it there and then with him and his full team. Not interested because he's dealing here with not, you get fighters, but then you get us, me and the rest of my family, whoever involved. We're not like ordinary fighters. We don't shout, we don't talk. Like, if you want to fight, no problem, we'll have it, and we'll have it with anybody in this entire world. We'll never ever shy away from a fight. Never been scared of one man, flesh and blood in our entire lives. And that's the message that I send out to him. This is my ring. You're in my city. You're in my country. That's it. You'll bow down to me, and this is my ring. And that's basically what I showed him there. And when we came face to face, I really, honestly, I was shocked because the man couldn't even look at me in the eyes. I've seen right through him. This guy doesn't want to fight. I've seen fighters time and time again in the gym, coming and going out the gym, and this guy, he's a joker. He's a pretender, and I know it because I looked into his eyes. And the eyes never lie, Chico.
As the famous saying goes. But I mean, you truly believe that? Because what he is saying is he still thinks there's a chance you're going to pull out. He still has these sorts of doubts around it. Is that wishful thinking from Jake Paul, Tommy?
It's very stupid thinking. Don't worry about me. I'll be in Saudi with my full team, brothers, army of us are coming to Saudi Arabia to rid this man out of boxing. You know, at the end of the day, this is what it is. That's Jake Paul's job, to talk to you guys, to talk on social media, to post tweets. That's Jake Paul's job. My job is to get in the ring and knock out people and win. So I'd love to see how social media is going to help him. You know, talking his mouth is going to help him on fight night, because at the end of the day, when we get in between them ropes, the only thing that's going to save him is knowing how to fight, and he doesn't know how to fight. You know, he can spar all these whoever he's been sparring. I don't know. You know, it doesn't matter who you've got in your corner. If he had Angelo Dundee in his corner, he wouldn't be fighting. He wouldn't be fighting like Muhammad Ali in the morning, would he? The man's a fool, and he's in for a very good hiding. And if this fight goes in the first round, I will not be shocked.
What did you make of the moment where Tyson sort of bumped into him and they sort of came face to face in a jokey way? There was a little bit of this going on. I assume you've seen that clip. What did you think?
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, it's all the makings of a shithouse. He was talking shit about my dad, saying he didn't know anything about boxing, didn't know how to train fighters and whatnot. But then Tyson walked in the room all of a sudden and was up his ass 100 miles. You know, you can just tell a fighter when you see one. You know, a legitimate fighter would say what he's saying, and even it doesn't matter who walked in the room, they'd still be standing by it, saying, "Yeah, that's what I think." But Tyson walked into the room, he crumbled, shit himself. So that's the measure of the man I'm dealing with. You know, this man's a Fruit Loop. You know, you see him all the time on the internet. All these YouTubers doing odd things like, you know, this is just him, and he's just took a liking to boxing. He started to have a go of it, and that's it. You've got one man playing at it, and one man who's training like a Trojan. Look here, I'm in bed. I sleep, eat, train, and repeat. You know, I'm not flying about on no private jets, emptying my tank. I go to the gym, I eat my food, and I go to bed. You know, I'm not playing at this game. This is very serious to me. But again, it's just business. This man's another opponent. That's all he is to me. He's like another journeyman. Not interested. He's just another step along the way of my career. That's it.
But you must concede that he's got better, though, right? I mean, when this fight was first talked about, he was just like, he hadn't really faced anyone, right? There was NBA players, etc. It's come on a little bit since then. He must have got better.
No, I believe the more he tries to be, you know, a professional boxer, the worse that he gets. In my opinion, you know, the more he tries to be a boxer, the worse it gets for him, because the guy's he's what he is. Listen, at the end of the day, he's a man in there. You know, he's the same weight as me, and he's got 2 arms. That's it. You know, apart from that, I don't see anything in Jake Paul that I don't even think about Jake Paul. You know, he's what he is. If he didn't have 20 million subscribers and 100 million on YouTube, whatever he's got, we wouldn't even be in this scenario. This wouldn't even be a big event. It'd be an undercard fight, and fight number 9 for me. So that's all it is, and people need to wrap their heads around that.
Final one from me, Tommy. He says that he will be at the airport to welcome you when you arrive in Saudi. Do you expect to see him there? And what do you think is going to go down when you lock eyes with him at Saudi airport?
Yeah, let's hope he's there. Let's hope he's got a box of fucking dozen donuts as well to give me, the bum, because that's all he's good for, fetching me donuts and coffee. And let's hope he can give me and my full team a lift to the hotel, because, you know, this man that I'm fighting, he's nothing more than a glorified idiot. That's what I class this man as. He ain't no great. He ain't no up and rising superstar. He ain't no, you know, credential boxer. He is what he is. So I hope to see Jake Paul in a suit and a hat and in the front of a limo getting ready to take me to my hotel.
Perfect note to end on, Tommy. Best of luck in the rest of your preparation, and I'll see you soon.
God bless. Thanks, Dev.